king, I am not a god, I am Hump.
What's good, Tano? Today's video is about the Temple signature weapon RIOT-848 to take down level 9999 steel path enemies in Warframe, and I've seen a lot of Thanos disrespecting this weapon and thinking it's very weak. In today's video I will prove you wrong. Let me show you what it's capable of. That's what I'm talking about. Hit the like button, Tano, to support the video in the algorithm, much appreciated. And thank you so much for everyone subscribed or followed me on Twitch. As always, before I build my weapons or my warframes, I rely on my method called DVS. D stands for how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, what's the faction I'll be fighting, and what's the weapon unique trait. Or if it's Encore, what's the evolution I'll be using. V stands for how I proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for stripping enemies armor. We don't care about enemies armor. What we care about is the damage reduction comes with armor. We lower that, we deal higher damage. As always, we don't use any Revenant, so you can save your platinum. And also, I use Revenant, so I don't boost the weapon anyway. So you can apply this build in any Warframe you want. Boosting damage or not, results will be the same or better. Let's go. And starting with the Warframe, and if you don't like my methods on how I proc viral and armor strip enemies, it's okay. You can check this sheet right here. It can help you maneuver around my methods to find your own style. As in Warframe, we can do things in many different ways, but the result's pretty much always the same. I'll be running 2 Emerald Darkon shards to push the stacks of corrosive from 10 for 80% armor strip to 14 for 100% armor strip. The other Archon shards doesn't really matter. I'll be running Nourish to proc viral and in my Revenant Prime, and you can apply this in any Warframe you want. Worthy Camaraderie, squad receives 75% weak point critical chance, Arcane Velocity for fire rate, and Arcane Precision for damage, and Vigorous Swap, it's optional. I didn't use it in the speedrun against level cap, as I know in many Warframes you can't find a mod spot for Vigorous Swap. The Arcane Velocity is the Arcane you want to replace if you were using Arcane Energize or Arcane Aegis or Augmented and whatever. Now, when it comes to the Riot for 848, it got 2 modes, the damage, the normal damage and the radial. The radial is after the bullets comes back to you, and that comes the unique trait. Reloading warps the Riot 848 bullet back into the pistol, causing a small explosion at their point of origin. Now, you have 16 bullets in your magazine. You shoot them and you get them back. You shoot them and you get them back. Technically, this weapon has an infinite ammo. Really powerful, really amazing, and I have a lot of fun playing with this weapon. I really don't enjoy a lot of weapons in Warframe because there are so many and most of them like looks the same. But this guy had a very unique feature I enjoyed playing, and I highly recommend you do the same and try it. Galvanized Shot, statue chance on kill, direct damage per statue type affecting the target. Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot and on kill more multi-shot. Primed Convulsion for electricity, lethal turret for fire rate and multi-shot. Primed Expel Hurricane is multiplicative damage against the faction you're fighting. You replace it, depends on the faction you're going for. Now, if you don't like to do so, replace it with Ornate Strike, you'll be good to go. Now, I highly recommend DE. Please, if you ever watch this video, give us an NPC or a way where we can give our Expel or Bane modes multiplicative against the faction, and you give us a universal mod to like fits all the let's say, factions in the game. Primal target Kuraka for critical damage, magnetic might for magnetic and critical damage, pistol pestilence for toxin, lethal momentum for projectile speed, and I think this is the best Exilos mod for there. Secondary innervate to increase critical chance by 10%, which is absolute, and it resets after 6 big critical hits, in the meaning of it will give you critical chance until you do orange or red crits. That's what means big critical hits. And absolute means the 10%. Even if you get 1 million critical chance with secondary innervate, it will be 1,026%. It's not a percentage of what you have, it's a absolute percentage you will technically get. Now when it comes to my companion, I'll be running Nautilus, and this is the build for it. Cordon to pull the enemies, duplex for the clones, assault to attack, vacuum for the loot, manifold for more cordon, shield armor health, reinforced bond for fire rate, and tenacious bond for critical damage if your sentinel weapon has 50% plus critical chance. I'm using the best sentinel weapon, which is Verglas Prime, and it requires a Riven to reach the 50% critical chance. If you don't have, or if you don't want or to buy a Riven and so on, it's okay. You can use Burst Laser Prime, or you can use the Prime Laser Rifle or the Vorklock. You'll be fine until you get a Riven for Verglas. Otherwise, Verglas is really powerful even without a Riven. Let's check how this weapon performs in Simulacrum. Now let's check first the bullets, how they perform. Like we shoot all, boom boom, now we're 0 and they came back. Look at that. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. Boom. Ay ay ay. Now let's summon level 225 heavy corrupted gunners. Check this out. Activating Nourish. 1. Look, we have 150%. Now waiting for Nautilus to pull them in, as that's the only synergy we go. Here we go. Check this out. Boom. Boom. Destroying. There's nothing to prove in here, guys. The weapon already take down level cap without even the need of a Riven. There we go. Enemies pulled in. Boom. Boom. And they are pretty much destroyed. It's very fun weapon to use, honestly. I have a lot of fun using this weapon. And in the end, as a conclusion, I would give this weapon 8 out of 10. Really amazing and fun to play. I want to say special thanks to everyone supporting the channel in any way. Liking, subbing, commenting, follow me on Twitch, joining my Discord, or follow me on TikTok. Special thanks to the Hall of Members, special VIPs, the Undisputed Donator, and all other donators. Big love to you all. Special thanks to all my community, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Big love to you all.